I'm starting the session. Listen. In previous session, what we discussed? In previous session, what we discussed, sir? Data and insight. Two comments we discussed. In today's session, today and for next 2-3 sessions, completely we focus on select, sir. Very, very important command. As a developer, we must to know this command. Very, very important, sir. So select. Today and for next 2-3 sessions also, we discuss about select only. So the select is the DRL command. You already know. SQL provides 5 sub-languages. Those are DDL, DRL, DML, TCL, TCL. Today, completely we are focusing on DRL command, select. So session is very, very important. Pay attention, listen carefully. You already know. DRL stands for data retrieval language. Okay, retrieve. General meaning is getting back. So if you want to get the data back from the table, we use this word. You can understand like opening existing data. Okay. So this sublanguage deals with DRL deals with data retrievals. This sublanguage deals with data retrievals. Retrieving means opening existing data. Okay. So Oracle SQL provides only one DRL command. That is select command. Oracle SQL provides only one DRL command. That is select command. Okay. Now see here. Oracle SQL provides 5 sublanguages to us. Among those 5 sublanguages, DRL is one of the sublanguages. DRL stands for data retrieval language. Retrieve means opening existing data. Okay, this sublanguage mainly deals with retrievals. To open and see the data, we use this sublanguage. So to open and see the data, it is providing select command. So this select command is used to retrieve the data from table. To retrieve the data from table, we are using this one. You already know this one in the previous session. Also, we used it. To open and see the table data, we are using this one. Okay. In the classroom, no need to write anything. This file as it is, I am sharing with you. For your reference purpose, only I am sharing. In the classroom, no need to write anything. I know the importance of notes. That is why I am writing every point clearly here. This file as it is, I am sharing with you. No need to write anything in the classroom. Please don't write anything in the classroom. If you are interested in writing, after going to the home, write in the notes. But in the classroom, please don't write anything. Be with open mind. Whatever I am explaining, listen and understand. Listen. No need to write anything. Please don't write. See, to retrieve the data from table, we are using this select command. What are the possibilities are there? Using select command, we can select all columns, all rows. Possibilities I am writing. We can select all columns, specific rows. We can select specific columns, all rows. And we can select specific columns, specific rows. These are the possibilities. Using select command, we can select all columns, all rows, all columns, specific columns, all rows, and specific columns, specific rows. These are the possibilities. These cases now we are discussing one by one. Okay. Examples on select. Before that, see the syntax. How to use select command? Very easy, sir. Select. After select, we give columns list. Which columns data you want to select? Give the columns list. From many tables are there. From which table you want to get the data? Tell that one. From which table you want to get the data? From that table, which columns you want to get? Tell that. If you want specific rows, definitely you have to write where condition. If this condition is true, select the row. Otherwise, row will not be selected. So to get specific rows, we write this where condition. So remember this syntax, follow it. And writing this where is optional. From 23AA version onwards, from is also optional. Till 21C from mandatory. From 23AA version onwards, from is optional. Okay, next. Remember this syntax, follow it. See, sir. We are discussing about select command. What is the purpose of select command? To retrieve the data from table. We are using it. Retrieving means opening existing data. Already table is there. Already employee table is there. I want to open and see the table data. So to open and see the table data, we use this select command. Which possibilities are there? We can select all columns, all rows, all columns, specific rows, specific columns, all rows, specific columns, specific rows. How to use select command? Remember the syntax? Follow. Select. Which columns you want to get? Tell the columns list. From which table you want to get? Tell the table name. Where? Which rows you want to get? Tell in the form of condition. Okay. One important point I'm telling you, listen. You already know SQL is query language. In query languages, we develop queries. To develop the queries, it provides clauses. This term is important. Just like English is the language. In English language, we are writing sentences. Every sentence is made up of with words. Understand, sir? In English language, we are writing sentences. Every sentence contains words. Every sentence is made up of with words. Like that, SQL is query language. In the query languages, we develop queries. And every query contains what's clauses. Every query made up of with clauses. Okay, this is select. Or you can say select query. In these 3 clauses are there. Select is the clause, from is the clause, where is the clause. These are called clauses. Just like in the English language, we are in sentences. Every sentence is made up of with words. In SQL language, we are developing queries. Every query made up of with clauses. This entire one is called select command or select query. This query has 3 clauses. Select clause, from clause, where clause. This term is important. You must know. Clause means part of query. Every clause is a part of query. Every clause is a part of query. And every clause has specific purpose. Clause means that is a part of query. Okay. Now, see these 4 cases I'm telling now. These 4 cases. First case, getting all columns, all rows. How to get all columns, all rows? Displaying all columns, all rows. How to get all columns, all rows? First case I'm telling. Now the question is like this. Display all columns and all rows of student table. This is the requirement. You already know this one. How to get all columns, all rows from student tables, and what we need to write? Select a star from student. That's it. We get all columns and all rows from student table. Simple. Okay. Now, sometimes interviewers may ask like this. They may give query like this. They may give query like this. In this query, what is star? Like this they may ask. And they may give some options to you. Star means, what is star here? What is star? Question. Okay. Star means all columns. Okay. All rows. All columns and all rows. Okay. None of above. Okay. What is the meaning of star, sir? What is the meaning of star? Okay. All columns and all rows. This is wrong answer. Okay. So those who are new to the Oracle, because of this case is all columns, all rows. Okay. So most of the students give answer as C. All columns, all rows. But this is wrong. Answer is A. All columns. So answer is A here. Answer is A. Star means what, sir? All columns. Remember this fine. Okay. Star means all columns. For our convenience purpose, we type star like this. But Oracle cannot understand star directly. Implicitly, Oracle rewrites above query as following. So select star will be replaced with all column names in table structure order. Yesterday we created student table. The student table has 3 columns. First column SID, second column S name, third column average from student. What I submitted to Oracle, select star from student. Oracle will not execute this query directly. Oracle converts it like this. Okay, Oracle converts like this. So what it is doing here? Star replacing with all column names. Star replacing with all column names. So star means what, sir? All columns. Remember this. Okay, let me show this one only. Observe here. So by asking this basic question, opponent person can estimate your knowledge. Okay, those who are new to the Oracle, they think that star means all columns, all rows. But this is wrong. Star means what, sir? All columns. Remember this. Let me show this one only. Observe. Open SQL Plus. Okay, so today is the last day for asking this question, sir. Tell me how to open SQL Plus. Windows R in run dialog box. What we need to type? SQL Plus. Click on OK. What is our batch username? C ## batch 2p / password is Naresh IT. How to clear the screen? Cell space SCR. Okay. So yesterday we created student table. That student tables, all columns, all rows I want. So what I'm writing here, select the star from student. Observe now. This student table has 3 columns, sir. SID, S name, average. 3 columns are there and 11 rows are there. 11 rows. So we're getting all columns, all rows. Okay. So those who are thinking star means all columns, all rows. For them, I'm giving next example here. Those who are thinking star means all columns, all rows. This is wrong, sir. Star means all columns. So those who are thinking all columns, all rows, for those, I'm giving this example now. I want to get this 1003 record, sir. This one student record only I want to get now. 1003 record. If student ID is 1003, display. This record I want to get now. I want to get all 3 columns. Specific row. 1003 row I want to get. This is my requirement. So observe here. I want to get all columns. Second guess. Specific rows. Okay, that specific row is 1003 student row. If SID is 1003, that row I want to get. Observe. Select. I want to get all columns, so write star. From table name student. If you write like this much only, we get all rows here. We get all columns, all rows here. But our requirement is not to get all rows. We want to get specific rows. What is that specific row? If student ID 1003, display. If our requirement is getting specific rows, definitely go for where condition. Where? Which column value we want to check? SID equals to 1003. See here. 1003 record you are getting, sir. So those who are thinking star means all columns, all rows. Okay, here we are not getting all rows. Other. Are you understanding? Star means we are getting all columns here. We are not getting all rows here. Other. Star means we are getting all columns. SID, SM, average. Okay, because of this where condition, we are getting specific row. So this where condition will be applied on every row here. So we are writing like this, where SID equals to 1003. What happens here? This condition will be applied on every row now. Okay, first student ID 1001 is 1001 equals to 1003 or not, it is setting false. Will not display this record. Next student ID 1002 is 1002 equals to 1003, it is setting false. Next student ID 1003 is 1003 equals to 1003. Yes, true. This row will be selected. Remaining all conditions are false, will not be selected. So if condition is true, displays that row. If condition is false, will not display that row. Like this it works. So now, see here, sir. We are discussing about select command. Using select command, we can open and see the table data. This action I am calling as retrieve. Use this term retrieve. So to open and see the table data, to retrieve the data, we are using the command select. Using select command, we can select all columns, all rows. How? Like this. To get the student table, all columns, all rows, write like this. Select star from student. But Oracle cannot understand star directly. The star will be converted to, if we write like this, the star will be converted to all column names. Star will be replaced with all column names. So the Oracle company is suggesting that if required, then only write star. Okay, otherwise don't use it because star will be converted like this. For this, it takes some time. Now, if I submit like this query will be executed directly. If I submit like this query will be converted to this, then executes. So in this query and in this query, which one works faster? This one works faster. That is why try to avoid of using star. Try to avoid of using star. If required, if necessary, then only use it. Otherwise, performance will be degraded. Because star should be replaced with all column names here. For this conversion, it takes some time. To save that time, always write columns list. This is a good habit. No, many columns are there. If necessary, it is there, then only go for star. Remember this fact. Okay. So when you are learning performance tuning, okay, to improve the performance, the rule is that avoid of using star. This is one of the important points in the performance tuning. Performance tuning means improving performance. To improve the performance, avoid of using star. Because if you use star, star will be replaced with all column names. For this conversion, it takes some time. To save that time, always write column names directly. To improve the performance, write column names directly. No, if many columns are there, if it is necessary, then only go for star. Unnecessarily, don't use star. Remember this one. Okay, next. Next one. Second case is getting all columns, specific rows. Just now I have written this very. Case 2. Displaying all columns, specific rows. The question is display. Okay, display student record whose student ID is 1003. This 1003 student record I want to get now with all columns. I want to get output like this. SID, SNAME average, all columns. Only 1003 student record I want to get. This is very requirement. Tell me the query, sir. What we need to write? Select star from student where SID equals to 1003. That's it. So because of star, we get all columns. Because of this where condition, we get specific row. So this is a way of getting all columns, specific row. So this query only I'm running now. Observe here. So because of star, we're getting all columns. Because of where condition, we're getting specific row. We're getting all columns, specific row. This is second case. Next third case, sir. Case 3. Okay, specific columns, all rows. Case 3. Specific columns, getting specific columns, all rows. The question is like this. Display all students' names and their average marks. Display all students' names and their average marks. In the student table, 3 columns are there, but I want to get only 2 columns. All rows. This is my requirement. Now, what we write, sir? Select which columns? SNAME, comma, average. If you want to get all columns, what we are writing? Star. Star means all columns we are getting. But we don't want to get all columns now. We want to get only 2 columns. So definitely we need to write columns list. How to write columns list? SNAME, comma, average. From which table we are selecting? Student. To get all rows, don't write where. To get all rows, don't write where. That's it. So we get 2 columns, all rows. Specific columns we are getting, all rows we are getting. Check here. I want to get all student names and average marks. This is very requirement. So for this, write select SNAME, comma, average from student. That's it. So 2 columns data I'm bringing up this. SNAME and average. All rows I'm getting. All 11 rows I'm getting. Because I'm not getting any where condition. Next, last case, case 4. Specific columns, specific rows. Getting specific columns, specific rows. Last case, sir. Display. Question is display 1003 student IDs, name and average marks. So display 1003 student IDs, name and average marks. This is very requirement. So we want to get which columns now? SNAME and average. Okay, which student record we want to get? 1003 student record we want to get. Okay, so what we need to write, sir? Select SNAME, comma, average from student where SID equals to 1003. So see here, I want to get SNAME and average marks of student ID 1003. So this is my requirement. So what we are writing here? Select SNAME, comma, average from student where SID equals to 1003. See here, total student table has 3 columns, 11 rows. But I'm getting 2 columns, 1 row. Specific columns, specific rows we are getting. So these are the 4 possible cases. Okay, finally the conclusion is, if we want to get all columns, to get all columns after select, write star. If we want to get specific columns after select, write that columns list. If we want to get all rows, don't write where condition. Don't write where condition. If we want to get specific rows, then write where condition. Where, write that condition place. That's it, sir. If you want to get all columns, write select star. To get specific columns after select, give columns list. If you want to get all rows, don't write where condition. If you want to get specific rows, write where condition. If this condition is true, select the row. Otherwise, rows will not be selected. That's it. So this is about these 4 cases. So very clearly, we discuss about these 4 cases. Now, test your knowledge, sir. You tell me now. I want to get all columns and all rows of student table. First case, I want to get all columns and all rows of student table. What we need to write, sir? Select a star from student. That's it. You tell me, I want to get all columns and 1003 student row. This 1003 student row I want to get. All columns, 1003 student row I want to get. What we need to write, sir? Select star from student where SID equals to 1003. That's it. I want to get specific columns, all rows, sir. I want to get student name, average marks. I want to get student name, average marks. And all rows I want to get. How to write, sir? Select SNAME, comma, average from student. To get all rows, don't write any where condition. Next, last case, specific columns, specific rows. I want to get student name, average of student ID, 1003. 1003 students, name, average I want to find, sir. What we need to write? That's it. So this is about these 4 cases. Is it clear about 4 cases, sir? Okay, that's it. Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about 4 cases? Online students, please all of you confirm the chat box. Is it clear about these 4 cases? Now you tell me, sir. This entire one is called what? This entire one is called what, sir? Select command or select query. Okay, every query is made up of with clauses. So in this select command, according to this syntax, how many clauses are there? What are those? Select from where. Like this, every query contains what, sir? Clauses only. Just like every sentence contains words, in SQL language, every query contains clauses. So this entire one is called a select query. It has 3 clauses: select clause, from clause, where clause. Now you tell me now. Tell me the execution order here. Tell me the execution order. In these 3 clauses, in select from where, first which clause will be executed? First which clause will be executed? Okay, first which clause will be executed? From will be executed. After from, which one will be executed? Where will be executed? After where, which one will be executed? Select will be executed. This is the execution order according to these three clauses. If anyone is asking what is the execution order of select command, tell this part. First from will be executed, then where will be executed, then select will be executed. Now let me explain clearly here. So I want to talk about execution order of select command clauses. Execution order of select command clauses. Okay, so first from will be executed, then where will be executed, then select will be executed. So to demonstrate this, let me take sample data here. So this is student table, student ID, student name, average marks. 1001 student, average marks. 1002 student, average marks. 1003 student, average marks. Like this data is there. Now the question is like this: display student name and average marks of student ID 1003. This is the question, sir. Now tell me the query now. What we write, sir? Select S name, average from student where SID equals to 1. The entire one is called what, sir? This entire one is called what? Select command, or you can say select query. It has three classes of the select from where. In these three classes, first which one will be executed? From. First from student is executed. What it will do now? It selects entire table. It selects entire student table. What from student will do? From student selects entire table. This is student table. Okay, this entire student table selected by from. So from selects entire table. This is the result of from. Okay, from executed over. Next which class will be executed? After from which class will be executed, sir? Where will be executed? Now where is executed? So when where is executed, what happens here? Where condition will be applied on every row. Where condition will be applied on every row. This where filters the rows. Where filters the rows. Filtering means getting specific rows. So specific rows will be selected by filter. By where? That's called filtering. To perform filtering operations, we use where class. So this where condition will be applied on every row. It filters the rows. See here. This is the result of from. From selected this entire table. Okay. After from where executed. This where condition applied on every row now. This is a where condition. This where condition will be applied on every row now. On first row, where condition applied. What is first student ID? 1001. So first student ID 1001. Is it equals to 1003 or not? It is again. Okay, condition is false. Will not be selected. Next student ID 1002. Is 1002 equals to 1003? False. Second row will not be selected. Next is 1003. Is it equals to 1003? It is checking. Yes, true. Third row will be selected. So after executing where, we are getting this output. This is the result of where. First from executed, entire table selected. Then where executed, where condition applied on every row. If condition is true, that row selected. Are you understanding, sir? Next, third. After this, select will be executed now. After where? Okay, first from executed, over. Enter table selected. Next, where executed, we are getting specific rows. Next, select will be executed. We get specific columns. Now, select will be executed. It selects specified columns. Selects specified columns. So, be specified. Okay, in this query, we specified S name and average. So, this is the result of where? So, from this, S name and average selected. So, from this result, we are getting this one. This is the result of where? In this, S name and average selected. So, this is the final result. So, this one I'm writing answer here. Select S name, comma average from student where SID equals to 1003. First from select entire student table selected. Then where executed 1003 row selected. Then select executed S name average column selected. That is where we are getting this output. That's it. First from will be executed, then where will be executed, then select will be executed. This is the execution order of clauses. And if anyone is asking, so now we know the execution order of clauses. First from will be executed, then where will be executed, then select will be executed. If anyone is asking what is the purpose of from, okay, it is used to specify table name. Why we are using where? It is used to specify filter condition. Why we are using select? It is used to specify columns list. That's it. That's the purpose. So how to write? You already know. To specify columns list select, to specify table name from, to specify condition where. So this is about select command. Now you know very clearly about select command. Next, what we need to discuss. Okay. Now we know 4 cases clearly, sir. I'm moving forward now. With execution order, we know clearly. Now I'm moving forward. What we need to learn. Okay. Now you tell me. In this where is the condition? In this condition, what is this equals to? What is the single equals to, sir? Okay. What is the single equals to? Okay, that is operator. Single equals is the operator. Okay, so please don't mix other languages knowledge here. Okay, that is not assignment operator. That is equals operator. That is equals operator. That's not assignment operator here. Okay, so here you are telling that what is equals means. Okay, you are telling that assignment operator because of those who are from C Java background, they give answer like this. But here, are you assigning 1003 to SID, sir? Are you assigning? No, you're comparing or not? You're comparing. Just now I explained it. Okay, is student ID. Okay, is 1001 equals to 1003 or not? It is checking. Is 1002 equals to 1003 or not? It is checking. Okay, is it assignment or comparison? Comparison. It is comparison operator. Single equals is the comparison operator here. There is equals operator here. Like equals operator, many operators are there. Suppose my requirement is I want to display the students whose average is okay 70 or more. This is my requirement. Or whose average is more than 70. Whose average is more than 70. This I want to get now. Okay, so what I'm writing answer here? Select star from student where average greater than 70. Please confirm, sir, what is this greater than operator? What is this greater than, sir? Operator. Okay, which kind of operator? Comparison operator or relational operator? Is average greater than 70 or 90 second? If greater, displaying. All these are greater than 70. Observe, sir. So like equals operator, many operators are there. This is equals operator. comparison operator. This is greater than operator, comparison operator, like equals, like greater than. Many operators are provided by Oracle SQL. So topic name is operators in Oracle SQL. So today, for next 2-3 sessions, what we discuss means operators only. So what is operator? Much explanation is not required. You already know. Every operator is a symbol. Addition operator symbol. Subtraction operator symbol. Every operator is one symbol. Greater than operator symbol. For some operators, text is the symbol. For some operators, text is the symbol. And operator, in operator, like operator. Every operator is the symbol. For some operators, text is the symbol. For like operator, like text is the symbol. For in operator, in text is the symbol. For and operator, and text is the symbol. Every operator is a symbol. For some operators, text is the symbol. So what is operator? Operator is a symbol. Why we are using it? To perform operations. That is used to perform operations. Operations. Which kind of operations? Like arithmetic operations or logical operations. So to perform arithmetic operations or logical operations, we are using some symbols. Those symbols I'm calling as operators. So Oracle SQL provides following operators. Oracle SQL provides following operators. Observe here. First category, arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So these are the arithmetic operators. Just I'm providing list here. Observe. Second category, relational operators. This can be also called as comparison operators. Like greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to. Pay attention, listen carefully. This is equals operator, and this is not equals operator. For not equals to, you can write exclamation equals to, or empty angular brackets you can write, or caret equals to also you can write. Any one symbol among these three you can use. So you already know all these operators, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to. So this one is equals to, this is not equals to. For not equals to, you can write exclamation equals to, or empty angular brackets, or caret equals to. So this is equals operator, and this one is not equals operator. Remaining you know. For not equals, you can write exclamation equals to, or empty angular brackets, or caret equals to. Any one symbol among these three we can use. So these are the relational operators. Next, third category, logical operators. Logical operators are and. For and text is the symbol, or text is the symbol, not text is the symbol. Next, special operators. The special operators are also comparison operators only. The special operators are in. Opposite of in is not in. Between and. Opposite of between and is not between and. Not between and. Okay, like. Opposite of like is not like. Is null. Opposite of is null is not null. These are the special operators. And okay, any also available. Any, all, exist, not exist also available. So these are the special operators. Next category, set operators. Set operators are union, union all, intersect, and minus. These are the set operators. And concatenation operator. Concatenation operator symbol is 2 pipes. Just like in Java, plus acts as concatenation operator. Here 2 pipes is the concatenation operator. That's it. These are the operators. Okay, notice here. Operators we can categorize into 6 categories like this. Arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, special operators, set operators, concatenation operators. What are the arithmetic operators? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. What are the relational operators? Greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, equals operator, not equals operator. For not equals, symbol is exclamation equals to you can write, or empty angular brackets you can write, or caret equals to also you can write. Logical operators are and, or not. Special operators are in, between and, like, is null, opposite of that. Any, all exists. Set operators are union, union all, intersect, minus. Concatenation operator symbol is 2 pipes. That's it. These are the operators. For next 2-3 sessions, what we discuss means these operators only. So today we are discussing about first category, arithmetic operators. You already know arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, etc. Okay. For your reference purpose, let me write clearly. Oracle SQL provides following arithmetic operators. Okay. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division operators. Division operators. Okay. How to use them? See here. For example, I want to calculate 5 plus 2. Right. I want to calculate 5 minus 2. I want to calculate 5 into 2. And I want to calculate 5 by 2. So like this we use arithmetic operators. This result I want to display now. This result I want to display. 5 plus 2, 7 I want to get. 5 minus 2, 3 I want to get. 5 into 2, 10 I want to get. Okay. 5 by 2, 2.5 I want to get. This is the requirement. I want to get output like this. So to display the output, whenever our requirement is displaying, go for select command. Just like in C language, whenever your requirement is printing data, whenever your requirement is printing data, you are using printf. Just like in Java, whenever your requirement is printing data, if your requirement is printing data, you are calling println method. System.out.println, like this you are writing. So in C language, if your requirement is printing data, you are calling printf. In Java, if your requirement is printing data, you are calling println method. In the same way, in our Oracle SQL, if our requirement is printing data, go for select. In Oracle SQL, if our requirement is printing data, if our requirement is selecting data, then go for select. So that is why I'm writing select here. Select. So we get output as 5 plus 2 value, 7 we get. Okay, 5 minus 2 value, 3 we get. 5 into 2, 10 we get. 5 by 2, 2.5 we get. Understand this point? In C or Java, most of you are from C Java background, that is why I'm telling this point. In C or Java, what is 5 by 2 result, sir? What is 5 by 2 result? 2. Because integer by integer always gives integer. But here our division operator gives accurate value, float value to use. This is one difference. In C or Java, to get remainder value, you're writing like this. 5 modulus 2. 5 modulus 2, you get remainder value 1. Okay, same thing. In our Oracle SQL, if our requirement is getting remainder value, there is no modulus operator. Then how to get remainder value? There is one mod function is there. First argument is number, second argument is divisor. It returns remainder value 1. Okay. In Oracle SQL, there is no modulus operator. There is no modulus operator available in the Oracle SQL. How to get remainder value? Use mod function. Mod of pi comma 2. We get the remainder as 1 here. 1 here. Yes. That's it. So this is the way of using arithmetic operators. In C Java, pi by 2 gives 2. Whereas in our SQL, pi by 2 means it gives accurate value 2.5. Remember this. That's it. See here, this one I'm showing other. Select. I want to select 5 plus 2 value, pi minus 2 value, 5 into 2 value, pi by 2 value, mod of pi comma 2 value. Arithmetic operations I perform. See here, 5 plus 2 7, pi minus 2 3, 5 into 2 10, 5 by 2 accurate value I'm getting 2.5. In CR Java, 5 by 2 means you get 2 there. You're getting 2.5. In CR Java, to get remainder value, you are using modulus operator. If there is no modulus operator, use mod function. Mod function I'm calling number and divisor I'm passing as arguments. That function is returning 1. That's it. This is the way of using arithmetic operators. Now, I want to cover some examples on arithmetic operators. Pay attention, listen carefully. One important announcement I'm giving. Listen carefully. Now we are discussing about select command. Okay, select command purpose is retrieving data from table. To retrieve data from table, we are using this command. So if you want to practice select command, definitely table should be existed. Table should be existed. And data must be existed. Then only you can practice select. Table should be created, data should be existed. Then only you can practice select. Otherwise you cannot practice select because select purpose is retrieving data from table. So table should be created, data should be existed. Then only you can practice select. But every day creating table, then inserting records, then practicing select means time will be wasted here. So to create table you have to spend some time. To insert records you have to spend some time. After that you have to practice select command. So to save this time, I provide a ready-made queries file to you. So to practice select command, table should be existed, data should be existed. To create table, to insert data, it takes some time. That is why I'm providing this ready-made queries to you. Okay. So yeah. So this file as it is I provide to you. Just a minute. This is a file. Observe. This file as it is I provide to you. What this file has? Let's observe. See, this is create command. This is create command. I am creating EMP table with the columns employee number, number data type, ename, varchar 2 data type, job, varchar 2, manager ID, hire date, salary, commission, department number. Like this, 8 columns are there. Observe here. So this is the create command. Here I am creating EMP table with 8 columns, employee number, ename, job, manager ID, 4 columns, hire date, salary, commission, department number, 4 columns, total 8 columns. With 8 columns, I'm creating the table. Below, insert query is there. I'm inserting first record, Smith record, first employee, second employee record, Allen record, like this, third employee record, Ward record, like this. Like this, 14 insert commands are there. So we need to practice select command. To practice select command, table should be existed, data should be existed. So every day creating table, inserting records means take some time. So that is why I'm providing this file to you. Directly copy this query, table will be created. Copy these queries, records will be inserted. Now I'm creating this table only, EMP table. Notice here. I want to create one table now, EMP table, with 8 columns, employee number, employee name, job, manager ID, hire date, means joining date, salary, commission, and department number. This table I want to create now. EMP table I want to create with 8 columns, employee number, ename, job, manager ID, 4 columns, hire date, salary, commission, department number, remaining 4 columns, total 8 columns. This table I want to create. So for this, I am using this create command. Just this create command only. I'm copying here this create command. This file as it is I provide to you, sir. Oracle sample tables.pdf. This file as it is I provide to you. Just copy this create command at SQL command prompt. See here. The create command as it is I copied here. Table created. EMP table created with 8 columns. Observe. Employee number, ename, job, manager ID, hire date, salary, commission, and department number with 8 columns. Table created. In this, I want to insert records now. So here 14 insert commands are there. Just I'm copying them. 14 insert commands are there. Just I'm copying these 14 insert commands. The 14 insert commands are there. Just I'm copying them at SQL command prompt. See, 14 rows created. These 14 rows inserted in the instance. If I close it, I lose 14 rows now. But I don't want to lose the data. I want to save them. So right, commit. That's it. EMP table is ready. So now, one create command I copied here. With this, I created EMP table with 8 columns. Then 14 insert commands. 14 insert commands I copied here. Means 14 rows inserted. Means now EMP table created with 8 columns here and 14 rows. Table is ready. EMP table is ready. Now you tell me now. I want to get, my requirement is, I want to get all columns, all rows from EMP table. This is my requirement. I want to get all columns, all rows from EMP table. Tell me, sir, what we need to write? Select star from EMP. That's it. Okay, see here. I'm getting 14 rows of it. 14 rows. All rows I'm getting 8 columns. 8 columns. Employee number, ename, job, manager ID, 4 columns. Hire date, salary, commission, 3 columns, 7 columns, 8 column, department number. So these are the 8 columns. 8 columns I'm getting and 14 rows I'm getting. Now, I want to tell how to set page size and line size. Before going to discuss about arithmetic operators, I want to talk about setting page size and line size. How to set page size and line size. This I want to talk now. Pay attention, listen carefully. Other here. Okay, see this query. Select a star from student. See, here, if data is displayed like this, more readability will be there. All column names displayed in one line only. And entire row displayed in one line only. If data is displayed like this, more readability will be there. But if I write like this, select a star from EMP. Now I'm not getting data like that. Readability will become down here. Observe the output, sir. Select a star from EMP as updated. 7 column head names it is displaying in one line. 8th column heading displaying in another line. Observe. If it is displaying like this, readability will become down. I have to spend some time here. This 7369 is employee number. This 20 is department number. 7499 is employee number. 30 is department number. I have to spend some time here if it is displaying like this. But if it is displaying like this, more readability will be there. Entire row displaying in one line. More readability will be there. SID, STM average. But if data is displayed like this, here I need to spend some time. This 7369 employee number, 20 is department number. To understand this, I need to spend some time here. Readability is becoming down here. So why it is displaying like this? We need to understand now. Observe here, 7 column headings it is displaying in one line, sir. Employee number, name, job, manager ID, hide 5 columns. Okay. Next is 6th column salary, 7th column commission. 7 column headings displaying in one line. 8th column heading displaying in another line. Why like this? Because default line size is 80. That is why it is displaying like that. Notice here. This is first character space. Second character space. Third character space. Fourth character space. Fifth character space. Sixth character E. 7 M. Like this. Total, it can hold 80 characters in one line. So till here, 80 size is over. That is why it is not displaying 8th column heading here. 8th column heading displaying in next line. So why it is displaying 8th column name in the next line? Because one line size is 80. Means in one line, the meaning of this one is in one line it can display 80 characters. That's the meaning of this one. Line size 80 means in one line it can display 80 characters only. So till here 80 size finished here. Here 80 size finished. That is why it is displaying 8th column heading in the next line. But what is my requirement now? This 8th column heading, I want to get in the same line. Just apply the common sense here. Okay, why it is displaying 8th column heading in another line? Because line size 80 finished here. But what is my requirement now? 8th column heading, I want to get in the same line now. In the same line, I want to get 8th column heading. For that, what we need to do, sir? Are you understanding? As of now, what's the line size, sir? 80. Because of 80 characters displayed. Okay, 80 over here. Okay, because of 80 size is over, department number 8th column heading displaying in next line. But my requirement is that next column, 8th column, I want to get in the same line. To get in the same line, what we have to do? We have to increase the line size or not? Increase the line size, sir. So how to increase the line size? Just write set. What we want to set? Line size. Give the new size now. I'm giving new size as 200. That's it. This is the way of setting line size. So this line size I'm increasing up to 200 here. So up to 200 characters it can hold means I can get 8th column in the same line. So just increase line size. Okay. So setting line size. How to set line size? See the syntax here. Syntax is okay. Set. Okay. Want to set line size? How to set line size? Set right like this. Line size. Give the value. And in line size, writing IZE is optional. Shortly can write line as also. Suppose my requirement is I want to set line size as 200. So what I write here? Set line size 200. That's it. Writing IZE optional. Like this also I can write. Set line as 200. Okay. So observe now. This one I'm showing. Observe, sir. See here. Here. EMP table has, once again I'm telling, if anyone is not understanding, for them I'm telling, observe here. EMP table has total 8 columns. 7 column headings displaying in one line. 8th column heading displaying in another line. Why like this? Because line size is 80 here. It can display 80 characters only. 80 size finished. That is why it is displaying 8th column heading in another line. But my requirement is this 8th column heading, I want to get in the same line. To get 8th column heading in the same line, we have to increase the line size now. I want to increase line size from 80 to 200. Then I can get 8th column heading in the same line. Then how to set line size? Okay, like this. Set line size, give me value. This is the syntax we need to follow. Writing IZE optional here. How can you say default line size 80? Just write this command here. Show. An SQL command from just type show line size. I get output as line size 80. This output I get. So, and what is the default page size? Okay, default page size is, if you want to know default page size, right? Show page size. Okay, and default page size is 14. Check here. Observe. Show. What do you want to show? Default line size. Line size. See here. What's the default line size? Observe, sir. 80. Okay, or you can also type linus. Writing IZE optional. Line size 80. Now I want to see page size. To see the page size, show page size. Default page size is 14. Default page size is 14. Madam, sit properly. Okay, so show page size 14. Or shortly you can type show page size 14. So with this we can understand that default line size is 80, default page size is 14. So what is the meaning of line size 80? In one line, it can display 80 characters. In one line, it can display 80 characters. That is the meaning of line size. Okay, what's the meaning of page size? Page size 14 means in one Oracle page, it can display 14 lines. This is first line, second line, third line, like this. How many lines it can display? 14 lines it can display. So because of this reason only, if I write select a star from EMP, here, 7 column headings displaying in one line. 7 column headings it is displaying in one line because line size is 80. 80 size is over, 8th column heading displaying in another line. Okay, next. Notice here, one more point I'm telling. After 3 records, again I'm getting column headings. After 3 records, again I'm getting column headings. For every 3 records I'm getting column headings. Why like this? Because page size is 14. It is displaying column headings means this is one page. Okay, this is first line, second line, third line, like this. How many lines are there? 14 lines. 14 is the page size. 14 size is over here. That is why it is displaying column headings again. Again 14 size is over. Again displaying column headings. In one hierarchy page, it can display 14 lines only. So to provide readability, increase line size. I want to set line size as 200. This is my requirement. How to set, sir? Set line size 200. Okay, it is applicable for entire session. It is applicable for entire session. This setting is applicable for entire session. Means till you log out, this size will be 200 only. Tomorrow, if I open SQL Plus, again I need to set because this is applicable for session only. Okay, how to see the line size? Show line size. Show line size. Observe now. Line size changed or not check here? Line size changed. Observe, sir. 200. Okay, now open the table data. Select star from EMP. Because of I changed line size, 8th column heading, I'm getting the same line. Observe, sir. 8th column heading, I'm not getting the next line. Observe. 8th column heading, I'm getting in the same line. Because line size increased to 200. Previously, line size was 80. Now line size is 200. That is why it is displaying 8th column heading in the same line. Next, notice here, after 14 lines, again column headings I'm getting. Observe. Till here, Oracle page is over. 14 lines are over. That is why I'm getting column headings again. If every time it is displaying column headings like this, readability will come down. So I don't want to get this column headings. Now line size is 14. If you don't want to get this column headings, increase page size now. Increase page size. I want to increase page size up to 300. Why I'm increasing page size? Because I don't want to get column headings again here. After 14 lines, page size is over. Again, I'm getting column headings. I don't want to get column headings means I will increase the page size up to 300. So how to set page size? Set page size 300. Now see here, select star from EMP. So notice here, after 7876 Adams, column headings were there. After 7876, before 7900. After Adams, before James, column headings were there. Now see here, after Adams, before James, there are no column headings. Because I increased page size. Now page size is 300. In one page, it can display 300 lines. So how to see current line size? Show line size 200. How to see current page size? Show page size 300. So what's the meaning of this one now? Page size 300 means in one Oracle page, it can display 300 lines. Line size 200 means in one line, it can display 200 characters. Is it clear about page size, line size, sir? Okay, why we are setting page size, line size? To provide readability for output. Okay, it is applicable for session only. Now again, I'm opening SQL Plus. Observe. See here, I'm logging as our batch user. See # batch 2 PM. Password is Naresh IT. Okay, I want to see current page size. See here, show page size. Observe here, again page size is 14. Observe. Because that setting is applicable for one session only. Once you log out, means again it takes default values only. That is why every day I set page size, line size. So page size is 14 now. Show line size. Line size is 80. These are the default values. So because of this reason, if I write select star from EMP means I'm getting output like this. Readability is becoming down. This 8th column heading I want to get in the same line. So increase line size. How to increase line size? Set line size 200. Now 8th column heading I'm getting in the same line. Because line size increase. But after 14 lines, again I'm getting column headings. I don't want to get column headings again and again like that. So increase page size now. How to set page size? Set page size 300. So again and again I'm not getting column headings here. So it improves readability. So to improve the readability, set page size and line size. So is it compulsory to write two different commands here? Not required. For your reference purpose, let me write these points clearly. Setting page size. Set page size. Set page size 200. Okay. Now. So is it compulsory to write these two different commands? Not required. Can we write single command only? Yes. How to write? Set page size or line size 200. Page size 200. So here, if you follow this way, two commands we are writing. If you follow this way, one command we are writing. Every day, after opening SQL Plus, I write this query, sir. Set page size 200, line size 200. Every day I type this one till the end of our course. When I open SQL Plus, every day I type this command, sir. At that time, don't get confused. Just I'm increasing page size and I'm increasing line size. Is it clear about page size, line size, sir? Online students, please confirm. Is it clear about page size, line size? Every day I type this one, sir. At that time, you should not ask what is page size, line size. So that's what I'm telling. Is it clear up to here? Of output, we are setting page size and line size. Okay, next. Now come to arithmetic operators. Now the question is examples on arithmetic operators. Question is calculate annual salary of all employees. Calculate annual salary of all employees. Pay attention, listen carefully. Gunesh, at the end of the session, I talk with you. Please listen. So first observe EMP table data. You tell me, sir, how to see table structure? How to see table structure? To see table structure, which command we have to use, sir? Describe which table structure you want to see. Use the table name. In describe command, writing RABE optional. So if we want to see EMP table structure or student table structure, if we want to see student table structure, what we are writing here? Describe student. In output, it displays column name, its type. Type means data type. Column name SID, type is number of 4. Column name S name, type is paragraph 2 of 10. Column name is average, type is number of 5, 2. Like this. This is output we get. See here. So in the further sessions, if I ask how to see table structure, means tell this one. Describe table name, student. See here. I'm setting line size 30 here. Line size I'm decreasing. This line size I'm decreasing because I want to get type here. I'm decreasing line size now. Describe student. See here. Column name, it's data type. SID data type, number, S name data type, paragraph 2, like this. So to see the table structure, use describe command. Now I want to see EMP table structure, sir. What we need to write? Describe EMP. Please confirm, sir, EMP table has how many columns? EMP table has how many columns? 8 columns. In 8 columns, my requirement is I want to get employee names and salaries. I want to get employee names and salaries. How to get employee names and salaries, you already know. Okay, I want to get employee names and salaries. How to get employee names and salaries, you already know. Okay, this salary column has salary per month. Salary per month. What is our requirement now? We want to calculate annual salary. If we know salary per month, can we calculate salary per annum, sir? Yes. Okay, this first employee salary 800. How to calculate his annual salary? 800 into 12. The second employee salary 1600. How to calculate his annual salary? 1600 into 12. Third employee salary 2000. 2000 into 12. So every salary value multiply with 12. So every salary column value multiply with 12. This expression we write simple arithmetic operation. Just like in the programming languages, we are using variable names in the operations. In SQL queries, we use column names in the operations. Remember this. Salary is a column name. Okay. So question is calculate annual salary. Calculate annual salary of all employees. I want to get output like this. E-name, salary. Here I want to get annual salary. How to calculate annual salary? Salary into 12. See the query now. What we are writing here? Select. What we want to select? Employee name. E-name column data. Salary column data. Calculate annual salary. How to calculate annual salary? Salary into 12. From here. That's it. Like this we are writing. Observe now. Listen only I'm writing. Observe, sir. I'm setting line size as 200. Notice here. My requirement is I want to get employee names, salary, and here I want to get annual salary. To get annual salary, I'm writing salary into 12. This one only I'm writing. Tell me the final query, sir. What we need to write? From AP. See here. As per our requirement, we are getting output. E-name column data we are getting here. Salary column data we are getting. Here we are getting annual salary. First employee salary 800. 800 into 12. First salary value 800 into 12. 9,600. Second salary value 1600. Multiplied with 12. 1600 into 12. We are getting 90,200. Every salary column value multiplied with 12. Okay. Now notice this third column heading. Observe, sir. Third column heading is salary into 12. Observe. If column heading is like this, others cannot understand. Because of I calculated, I can understand this is annual salary. I can understand this is annual salary. But if others are seeing, they cannot understand this. Okay. Suppose I'm writing like this, sir. Select E-name comma salary. Salary into 20 by 100 on salary 20% from EMP. Notice here. On 800, 20%, 160. On 1600, 20%, 320. So first salary value is 800 here. 800 into 20 by 100 value we are getting as 160. Second employee salary 1600 here. So 1600 into 20 by 100, 320. On salary 20% it is giving. See the column heading here, salary into 20 by 100. If others are seeing, they cannot understand what is this one. Even you also don't know that one. Because of I calculated that one. On salary 20%, that is HRA. Because of I calculated, I know HRA. But if others are seeing, they don't know that is HRA. So for others understanding purpose, rename this display column heading as HRA. Or display this column heading as annual salary. Then anyone can understand this one. If column heading is like this, anyone can understand. If column heading is salary into 12, others may not understand. If column heading is annual underscore salary, anyone can understand. So that is why give column alias. So how to give column alias? Observe here. How to give column alias? Notice here. I want to get this third column heading as annual underscore salary. Notice select first column E-name, second column salary, third one annual salary. Salary into 12. If I write this much only, I get output like this. Others cannot understand what is this salary into 12. For others understanding purpose, I want to get column heading as annual underscore salary. So for this I'm writing as annual underscore salary. Like this we write. From which table we are selecting EMP. So the salary into 12 will be displayed as annual underscore salary. So third column heading will be annual underscore salary. This is the output we get. This is the output we get. Okay. So here column heading is salary into 12 and here column heading is annual underscore salary. So this is called column alias, sir. Notice here. Okay, both queries I'm showing. Observe, sir. I'm writing like this. Select E-name comma salary comma salary into 12. Salary into 12 from EMP. From EMP. See here. Every salary value multiplied with 12. 800 into 12. 1600 into 12. Like this. But third column heading is salary into 12. If others are seeing this one, they may not understand this. So for others understanding purpose, display this column heading as annual underscore salary. So to display like that, I'm writing select E-name comma salary into 12 as annual underscore salary from EMP. Notice here. This third column heading, I'm getting as annual underscore salary. Observe. In previous query, I was getting output as salary into 12. If column heading is like this, others cannot understand. For others understanding purpose, salary into 12, I'm displaying as annual underscore salary. So this is column alias concept. Okay, let me finish this column alias concept, sir. Pay attention, listen carefully. Topic name is column alias. Okay, within 5 minutes, I close the session. Please listen. How to give column alias? Observe, column name as column alias. Alias means another name. Is it compulsory to use as keyword? No, optional. See one example here. Question is display all implied names and salaries. How to get all implied names and salaries? You already know. To get all implied names and salaries, I'm writing like this. E-name comma salary from EMP. E-name comma salary from EMP, right? Like this. But my requirement is I want to get first column heading as A. If I write like this, I get first column heading as E-name, second column heading as salary. But what is my requirement now? First column heading I want to get as A. Second column heading I want to get as B. This is my requirement. Okay, so display E-name heading as A. Salary heading as B. This is my requirement. So for this, tell me, sir, if we want to get output like this, I want to get employee names and salaries. E-name column heading display as A. Salary column heading display as B. What we need to write, sir? Select E-name as A, comma, salary as B from EMP. So if this as A is not there, we get first column heading as E-name. Second column heading as salary. But what is my requirement now? First column heading I want to get as A. Second column heading I want to get as B. So I'm writing e name as A, comma, salary as B. So this A, B, what are these? These are called column aliases. Terminology is important. Terminology represents our knowledge. Alias means another name, alternative name. A is another name for e name. B is another name for salary. And these are temporary names only. This cannot be used in another query. In another query, I cannot write select A from EMP like this. Because this A name I can use in this query only. It is temporary. See here? This one only I'm showing. Observe. Select e name, comma, salary from EMP. Notice here. First column heading e name. Second column heading salary. Observe. My requirement is this e name column heading I want to get as A. Salary column heading I want to get as B. To change the column headings in output, use column alias. How to use column alias? Column name as alias name. E name as A. Salary as B. Like this. This syntax only I'm following. Syntax are key points. Column name as column alias. E name as A. Salary as B. Like this. And this one only I'm writing. Observe here. Select e name as A, comma, salary as B from EMP. Observe the output now. First column heading is A now. See here. Second column heading is B. E name column heading displaying as A, salary column heading displaying as B. To change column headings in output, we use column aliases. A, B are column aliases. These are temporary. In this query only we can use. In another query we cannot use those names. If I write like this, select e name, comma, salary from EMP, column headings are e name, salary. E name column heading I want to get as A, salary column heading I want to get as B. For this, we're writing e name as A, salary as B. Is it compulsory to use as keyword, sir? No. As is optional. I'm not writing as here. E name A, salary B. From EMP. Then also it is working. So with this we can understand that writing as is optional. I'm not writing as here. Then also it is working. So using as keyword is optional. Okay, so this is information regarding column alias. Okay, is it clear about column alias, sir? In further sessions, directly I use column aliases like this after column name or expression. If I write something, this is called column alias. Is it clear about column alias? Huh? Okay, I'm stopping the session here. On Monday,